Some people like to be social and make lots of friends, and there are people who prefers to be alone or doesn't know how to be social or just afraid or shy or doesn't like. They are called introverts. In Hollywood, the majority of movies have one introverted characters. Even the most popular characters are often introverted characters because they are likable. They don't talk about useless stuff like I am doing now. Now here in this country, this is not much likable. People like toxic character more than shy and innocent characters. I think Konkona Sen Sharma directed A Death in the Gunj has a most perfect depiction of depression as well as introversion comparing to almost any other Indian movies. A Death in the Gunj is about an introverted guy who goes for a trip with his family other than any of his own family like parents. His father died and his mother is sick or something. There are plenty of characters in the film and each of them has vital importance in the drama. First, there is the character of Kalki Kekli who has kind of an affair with Bikram, the character of Ranbir Shore, and there is Shrutu's cousin Nandu and his wife and their kid, and there are some more characters. And Shrutu is the protagonist played perfectly by Vikrant Messi.
Hey, it's okay, it's me, Dada. It's okay.
On the trip, Shrutu is not much considerable. Vikram tries to find any chance to bully him. Everyone makes fun of him, even though not directly, but they do. They also judge him most of the time. He even lied to his mother to be on holiday. The beauty of this art is it doesn't tell a lot. It keeps Shrutu's background hidden. We just know that he's a hideous guy. Besides its character, the film goes on for the exact time. It counts its every moment with its every meaningful minute. Every character's performance is memorable. The atmosphere is surprisingly cold, even being with all the family entertainments, and that's where the film works. This is set in the 70s and it should have had that grayscale and faded cinematography. The cinematography surprisingly depressed even its audience, something like in Her. It had a cinematography so fade and nearly colorless that could feel the audience the same feeling the characters were going through. Besides how good it scored in cinematography, it was written amazing as well. It was written mostly in English that could possibly made it little less famous, and people in the 70s would definitely not talk in English in families, but still the dialogues were realistic because it was meaningful and every word written had supported story. The story has lots of character and the audience barely knows any of the real background, but the structure is understandable. It developed its character really well in the little course. To understand its structure and feel for this character is the most important part of this film. It's all about the protagonist, it's all about his depression and such an exact portrayal. If so many audience are trying to find out how or why this character is depressed, then the film is working. Even in real life it's hard to point out who is depressed, and even if we find, we can't exactly know why. The things that happened with Shrutu on the trip are terrible. We don't care because most of us never have gone through the same situations. We have not gone for a trip to get over depression and got bullied by our family members. Shrutu had not gone on the vacation for listening to the same stuff, going through the same feeling. He had gone there to get some peace. But first she got teased a little.
How are you, Pelwan? Hey, what's that on your shawl?
Then was psychologically tortured by his family that most of us take as fun.
Shrutu?
Then he got physically bullied by his brother's friend playing kabaddi.
Come on, Shrutu! Okay.
Then he fell in love with Mimi, who is the last person anyone should fall in love with. But he did because he was stupid. And just for her, he even broke the heart of his brother's daughter Tani, who later gone missing, and everyone in the family started blaming him for this. Later at the end, even though Tani returned but Shrutu had enough, he was faded away in the crowd. He just realized that nothing matters, even though there might be some, but he could not see them anymore. All he could see was that everyone except him looked happy and pleased, and thus he could not help but shoot himself.
Give me the gun. Just give me the gun.
The performance of Vikrant Messi here was so incredible. This one particular scene could tell a lot about what he is trying to express, but there is nobody to him listen to.
It's okay.
We saw at the beginning Nandu and his friend trying to discuss how they should get the body set, which is actually the ending. Now this pains me more because it's hard to see if they do care about him or not. They are shocked definitely, but all they wanna do now is to discuss how to get rid of the body.
Maybe if we bend the knees and put the body in the fetal position.
Even though Nandu might be the only one in the trip who cared for him, because he could always put pressure on him for being responsible and trying to handle what he should.
You know how sensitive Shrutu is. How he's been wearing Mishu's sweater every day.
Oh, come on. If he'd lost his father when he was 8 or 9, I can understand. But he's a grown man.
It's not been that long. Just give him some time.
You know what he needs to do? He needs to toughen up and he needs to take care of his mother.
But Shrutu is a person of a different mind caged in a different body. He doesn't fit in socially, he has his own interest and he's still happy with them.
Gently hold it. I'm leaving it, okay? I'm leaving it. Okay, give it back. Let's put her back safely, okay?
Besides being a story of introversion, this is an exact portrayal of depression centering this character and his surroundings. Without being a story of depression, it justifies it. It tells how can a person lead themselves to misery. How do we all can passively be reasons for someone else's depression, and we must be nicer to people because everyone deserves happiness. Hey there, that was the video. You can suggest me any type of videos based on movies on my Insta, Facebook, WhatsApp or email, anywhere you like. Till then, subscribe to the channel for more content like this.